All right, good morning, folks. So this morning I want to do my final evaluation, update, whatever you want to call it. This is not a sponsored video. I did buy this product myself, and this is on the Hygger 2-in-1 985 filter slash water changer. So I've had several videos I've put out on this. And I'm just going to give you the good, bad, and the ugly and my final thoughts on it. So let's talk about the good points that I really like about this filtration. So the first one I really like is the spray bar. So the spray bar, I do like that feature where you can set the spray bar to spray water across the top of your tank and give you surface agitation. Good deal. The other thing I like about it is the ability to do a water change with it. I did a video on that. I will show that as well. So you can see that video. You can go back and look at that video on it. But anyway, so those are the two good points that I really like about the filter. Now let's talk about the bad points. So a few issues that I ran into. First of all, if I wasn't using the bridge piece that goes from where the water comes up out of the pump, and then there's a bridge that goes back and it pushes it back down and shoots it out the side of the pump. If I'm not using that piece, it leaves a hole where, i.e. small fish and shrimp, can get inside that filter. And that's what happened to me. So I had the spray bar on there the first time I put it on there, and I come back a couple days and inside the spray bar I had shrimp in there. I'm like, oh, come on, really? So I wasn't happy about that. So I said, okay, let me plug that hole up. So I stuck some filter media in that hole so shrimp can't get in there. And so I did a cleaning on it just recently. Hopefully that no shrimp are in there. Well, the good thing, no shrimp are in there, so that was a good thing. So I didn't like that part of it. So that's something that I think Hygger needs to figure out a way to, if you're not using the little bridge piece and you're using, you know, they have the spray bar, and then there's another piece that comes out and has like a little bell waterfall. You know, whenever you're using those pieces, it leaves the port on the filter open where, you know, small fish and shrimp can get in there. So that's not a good thing. So I didn't like that part. The other part that I don't like on it is it's really big and bulky. You know, I mean, it's, I don't know, about this tall, 6-8 inches tall, and it's about 1.5 inches thick from the where it's mounted on the wall out, and it's probably 3 to 4 inches wide, roughly. So, and I'll show, I think I got a picture with the dimensions on my computer here. Let me look at it for sure. Yeah, I do. So according to their website, it's 7.9 inches tall, 5.5 inches wide, and 2.7 inches thick. So that's the dimensions on it. It's the price point on it's not bad. I just, you know, another thing is suction cups. Now I haven't had any problems with the suction cups, although I'm thinking Hygger really needs to start moving on all of their products to magnetic attachments, you know, to all their type of whatever they're making that goes in the aquarium. Instead of using suction cups, start using magnets. That would be a good thing in my opinion. A lot of manufacturers are going to magnets, and magnets are much better. They're much safer, and you don't have to worry about your item falling off into the water or landing in your sand. You know, especially like a filter, and I have a sand substrate. If it falls off and lands in the sand, what's it going to do? It's going to suck the sand right up into the filter, and that's not good. So those are the bad points to it. So what are my overall feelings about this filter? I'm not 100% sold on it. I'll put it to you that way. It's not a bad filter. I'm not trying to downgrade it. It just doesn't suit me. I think I would just rather have a really small hang-on back for the filtration, or a smaller internal type filter. You know, I have a sponge filter on that tank that it's in, but I'm thinking that, you know, I don't know, it's just not suiting my fancy. So with that said, let's just kind of take a look at the filter. It's in the tank, it's still up and running. I don't know how much longer I'm going to use it. I'm thinking that I want to go back to, because I had I forgot what it was now, Aqua Clear 20 on here, and I took it off so I could test this filter. And I'm kind of thinking to go back to the Aqua Clear because, you know, it's an external filter, and it's pretty easy to maintain, and I don't have to worry about shrimp and everything getting sucked up into it because it has a pre-filter and all that. And this filter that, you know, the 985, I did modify the filtration elements inside that it came with. I took what it came with and took it out, and I cut some piece of sponges and put it in both chambers of the filter. So you have the first part where the water inlets through the casing, and I put a coarse sponge there, and I made sure I filled that whole chamber. And then there's another chamber that pulls out, and it actually comes with a biomedia, but I didn't use the biomedia. I just put more sponge in there. I put a finer grade sponge in there. I cut it to fit in there. So that's what I was using to do the filtration with. And, you know, it's done fine. But, you know, like I say, I'm not real happy with it. I think it's just big, bulky, and I just don't like some of the features where I can use the spray bar, which I like, but I have to block off ports to stop fish from getting in there. And another thing is which I didn't have problems, because I shoved that first initial port where the water comes in with some good sponge, and it's coarse sponge, but I made it big enough that it's tight. You really got to push it down in there so no fish can get through it. Although shrimp may get into the sponge, but they're not going to be able to get through the filter. They'd have to come back out. So anyway, let's just take a look at the filter while it's in my tank and running, and just show you what it looks like. So as you can see, there it is. I'm still running the spray bar, and if you see that little white piece up there at the top, let me kind of zoom in there. It's that little white piece. That's the port that the water comes out if you use the bridge piece, but I've got filter media shoved in there to keep my shrimp and small fish out of there. So that's one of the tweaks that I had to do to make it function in this particular environment. As you can see, the size. Now my pleco down there, he kind of likes this thing because that's his hangout now that I put this in there. He likes to hang out up underneath that. So he's going to be mad when I take this thing out, I think. And as you can see, it's pretty good size. And we go this way, you can see the suction cups that hold it to the wall. So, I mean, it is what it is. It just really hasn't tickled my fancy, so to speak. Now others may like it. If you have bigger fish, you probably won't have a problem with it. But all in all, that's my final review on it. I give it a half thumbs up. I like parts of it and other parts I don't like. Anyway, if you're interested in it, I'll put a link, you know, in my description if you're interested in this filter. But like I say, for me, I'm not 100% thrilled with it. So we'll go from there. Anyways, folks, I hope you enjoyed this, and hope you enjoyed the review on this product. And once again, I am not sponsored by this product because I bought this product out of my pocket. So I've been running this thing, I don't know, a little over a month now, and that's my true and honest opinion of the whole setup. So anyways, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed it. All right, have a good one.